Welcome back, you guys. It's your boy Momi with another video coming back to you guys live. Well, it's not live, but currently I am live, or should I say currently I'm at Istanbul airport. Super tired, just landed from Jeddah on my way back to the States, but my next flight is not until 4 p.m. and guess what time it is right now? I'm gonna show you guys. Look at this, this is not 7:22 a.m. guys. So apparently if your layover isn't over 12 hours, they won't give you a room. Okay, it has to be at least over 12 hours for you guys to be eligible for a room. I'm not even sure if the room is free or not, actually, because I didn't even get to that point. But what is included if your layover is over 6 hours is a free tour of the city of Istanbul. So in this case, we're only going a few miles. Didn't really get into the details, but honestly, I'm not even mad. I am very tired, but it's better than sitting in the airport for what? That's 8 hours right there. So I basically just showed them my boarding pass. First you go to the passport control area where they put a stamp on your passport, so you're eligible to be in on the exit side of Turkish airport. I'm tired, I'm sorry. So what happens is after you get that stamp on your passport, now you're basically able to get out in the city and travel, whether you want to do it on your own or whether you want to go with a guide. In this case, they offer these free tourist experiences right here. Boom, get one of these booklets right here. Boom, so you're good right there. You get one of those, it'll show you exactly what they offer. They have different timings for different days, but in my case, it also depends on your scheduled airline, your scheduled next flight. If your flight is a time around it, you might want to take that chance. You want to take one that's like between like 3 hours before your flight, so you're able to have enough time to get back. Because you got to think, on a tour, right? People ask questions. People always want to stop people and always want to bother them, and which holds up other people, right? Which holds up time. So in this case, you want to make sure that you are giving yourself enough time to be back at the airport and go through baggage claims or whatever you got to do, go through TSA, security, whatever it is you have to do in order to get to the boarding area where your flight will be taken off. So just give yourself enough time, guys. So after I went over to the Istanbul, I want to say the tourist help desk, they asked me for my boarding pass. This is after passport control, guys. They asked me for my boarding pass, and then they gave me one of these right here. It basically shows you the time of your tour, and in my case it is 8 a.m. through 11:30 a.m. So again, and it shows you all the sites you'll see. It also gives you a breakdown of all the places that are including all the tours. So now we're just waiting, and I'm gonna show you guys what I see for being in Turkey for less than a day, less than 24 hours, approximately 5 hours, I want to say. So stay tuned, guys. Hope you guys like this video. All right, guys, so we're taking off, and they were supposed to tell us, but no one told us anything. So we're just following the crowd. I'll show you guys. So there's a guy up top with a flag and I guess they're talking about the place. I don't hear anything, but we are going down. Here is the adventure of Istanbul in 5 minutes. That's the big thing. Alright, so these are the places where we're looking for. I don't see the blue mosque, but let's just hope that they gave us the wrong card, because I was looking forward. Yeah, I was looking forward to the blue mosque, and this is the other side of it. Well, we'll get what we can. There's only so much you can get when it comes to free stuff. And when I saw that booklet with free on it, and I figured it was, look at that, this is it right here. You guys see that? Literally says free tourist experience. So I was trying to get a room instead, but I feel like this is a better trade-off. Alright guys, so we are about to get on the bus. I believe, yeah. This is the bus. It is a little chilly outside. So it's not. The window? You can have the window. Oh yeah, please, thank you. Yay! Got the window, guys. So there's other buses. Oh, there's a sign right there. So there's probably like 6 buses. I'm not sure if all of them have that sign on there. I'm sure it do, because there are different shows that happen throughout the day. Because again, there's different hours for everyone's scheduled flights. So they want to make sure they accommodate everyone with this free service they have, which I think is a great idea for people coming through and having long layovers. And if you have a long layover, you should definitely take advantage of it. Got some cashiers. Oh yes, I got it. Thank you. So nice. Look at that. Free tour and free cashews. Alright guys, so it's a packed house, full bus. So we're getting ready to take off. And I think we're gonna get some breakfast too. Hopefully we're getting some breakfast. That would be nice. You can see right there, it says Turkish breakfast. And we are off. Let's go see Turkey, you guys. So far, some street signs that look like they're trying.
Okay, dear guys, welcome to Istanbul. Welcome to Turkey. This is Kazım speaking. I'm gonna. Also, we will bring you tea or coffee. Tea, Turkish tea, coffee, black coffee. I mean filtered coffee. I have to count and order 2 tea coffee numbers roughly. How many people wants to tea? Can you hands up, please? Tea.
Tea. I'm going for tea, guys. Tea. Tea.
Thank you.
Coffee. Only do coffee when it's from Starbucks.
Oh no, the Turkish coffee is good.
Never had it.
Good too.
Well, I've heard good things about the tea. I've heard good things about the tea. Plus, I'm a tea guy myself. I drink chai at
I
home.
like the tea. It's good.
Nice. Turkish Airlines. So it looks like we're leaving the airport now, you guys. See this big red Turkish Airlines sign here. We're crossing through. That usually means you're either entering a place or exiting a place. So
It opened 5 years ago, but its official name Istanbul Airport. That is the biggest airport in Europe. Before that airport, we used Atatürk Airport. It is in west side and European side of the Istanbul. Today we are using that one only for private jets. And we have another airport in Asian side. Its name is Sabiha Gökçen Airport. We are using that one mostly for domestic flight. I mean, in Istanbul we have 3 airports. Now we are in the north part and European side of the Istanbul. Before that airport, we called this region as a green part of the Istanbul. Why? Because it was full of forest. But after the airport, it's a bit diminished. We constructed new huge neighborhood. It's gonna be on your left side 5-10 minutes later. Its name is Göktürk. Nowadays, it is one of the most expensive and luxury neighborhood in Istanbul. Why? Because it is brand new, it is inside of the greens. Also, there is no traffic yet. And city spread out this way, north way. In Istanbul, we have 16 million population, officially. But unofficially, I guess between 20 to 25 million people are living in Istanbul. What is the difference between official and unofficial? For example, me. I was born in a small city in Anatolia in Turkey. I am Turkish, by the way. And I came here for the university and I stay here. According to official, I'm not living here. There is no obligation to get your register to Istanbul for Turkish people. Actually, I have one obligation. I am going to my hometown to give vote every election. And also we have so many refugees, especially from Syria, Afghanistan and Pakistan. That's why probably more than 20 million people are living in Istanbul. Plus, we are in the winter session. This is the lowest session for the tourism. But if you come to spring or fall session, these are higher session for the tourism. You must add the tourist population also. Around 1 million people are visiting every month to Istanbul in that session. According to other world cities, for example Tokyo, Delhi, more crowded than Istanbul, it is not huge population. But Istanbul has so small land, so many people. There are some issues. First one, of course, traffic jam. 6 to 10 a.m., 4 to 8 p.m. are the rush hour for the weekdays. Friday night and Saturday night are horrible, always. Welcome to Istanbul again. I have some precaution about our program. First one, it's gonna be a panoramic program. I mean, we will be on the bus mostly. I'm gonna bring you two break. First one for the breakfast. Breakfast included our program. Our restaurant near to Dolmabahce Palace with the real beautiful Bosporus view. The second break will be on the Galata Bridge. It's gonna be a photo break. It depends on our timing. It depends on the traffic. It's gonna be between 5 to 10 minutes. Other part of the tour, we will be on the bus. While you are getting off the bus for these two break, you can leave your luggage, backpacks on the bus. But please keep your valuables with you, like money, phone, passport, medicine, etc. Then another thing, if you lost, it is not so possible in this program. But anyway, if you feel lost, on your neck we have a blue card. Behind of that blue card we have emergency number. If you feel lost, you can call and you can learn our group's location. If you don't have any international call right, you can ask from any police, security, Turkish people to call that number. The last thing, if you have a late flight and if you don't want to continue with our group, if you want to stay in the city center, you can leave from our group whenever you want. But first thing, ask from me, give your signature, then you can leave. But if you leave, you must come back to the airport by yourself. Okay? Is everything clear? Do you have any question about the rules? Okay. Now I want to talk about Istanbul shortly. We got
All the people,
80%.
80%
Okay.
people first time
Welcome
here.
to Istanbul again. Istanbul is a unique city. You know, everyone says the same thing for the different cities. Milano, Paris, New York. Each city is unique. Why Istanbul is a unique city? First one, it has two continent land, Asia and Europe. We have map here. If you get any brochure from our desk, behind of that brochure we have same map. But this map shows only Bosporus space. Istanbul is bigger than this map. For example, we are in the north part, but we cannot see on this map. Right side Asian part, left side European side. But in European side there is a waterway. Its name is Golden Horn, and it divided European side two parts. This one old city area and that one new city area. If it is your first time, you will feel a bit confused. Why? Because we will start with the new city area, then we will pass old to new, new to old. We always pass. In the same time, always you will see the Asian part of the Istanbul. I mean, in the same time, you will see three pieces of land because continents are so close to each other. So probably you will start to ask, that is Asia, that is Asia, that is Asia, which one Asia? This is the normal question in Istanbul. There are not so many cities in the world like that. In one city, two continent land. But we have another one in Turkey, another city. Do you know? With two continents. Nobody knows that. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry for that. I will have so many tough questions in my tour. Please don't feel like in the exam, okay? You can get so many F. For example, you get first F. Did you watch the movie or did you read The Legend of Troy? Brad Pitt, Orlando Bloom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit old movie, but it's a legendary, you know?
It's a legend.
Where is the Troy? In which country today?
So funny.
Don't you know that? Do you have any guess? Where is the Troy? Greece.
Greece, yeah, I was gonna say that, yeah.
Mostly people giving that response Greece, but in Turkey. If you want to visit Troy ancient city, and if you want to see that horse, you know, Brad Pitt ride it, you can visit Çanakkale is the name of the city, Çanakkale. Also you can call it as a Gallipoli. Why I explain this one? Because Çanakkale also has two continent land, Asia and Europe. Istanbul has a strait, its name is Bosporus. Çanakkale also has a strait, its name is Dardanelles. Second one, Istanbul has so many layers. What I mean? Somebody construct something, it ruined. On it, somebody else construct something else in different historical period. For example, Roman Empire constructed the Hippodrome. It ruined. On it, Ottoman Empire constructed the Blue Mosque and Ibrahim Pasha Palace. On it. If you dig the ground in old city area, you can find at least 5-6 different layers of the history. Let's count. Byzantium, Roman Empire, understand why Istanbul is a unique city. Okay? Istanbul is so important in whole history. Why? Because it's a natural bridge between Europe to Asia. People carried their language, their traditions thanks to Istanbul. They made a trade, you know. Before the United States, there were two important trade routes. First one, trade routes. Thank you. You get first A+. Silk Road, it is starting from China to Europe. It is starting from India to Europe. Most part of these roads passing through to Turkey land to Europe, especially for try to conquer this city. Total 29 times people try to conquer this city. What about the Istanbul? Catholic people celebrate their Christmas 25th of December, but Orthodox people celebrate their Christmas 7th of January. In Istanbul, there is a tradition. Their patriarchy throw their cross to golden horn, and they are trying to, maybe you know. Did you heard Saint Paul or Paulo? He is one of the most important person for the Christianity because he tried to explain Christianity to all around the world. I said all around. That's why so many Christian people are coming all around the world to visit that seven church. By the way, I said church, but if you visit in that seven church, you will see only ruins of the ancient Greek cities. The most famous one, Ephesus, Hierapolis, Sardis, Philadelphia. These are one of the church of Saint Paul. Second thing, today Christian people are reading Bible. You know, this is the last version of the Bible. This is not coming from directly to Jesus. People decided to use this Bible. The top questions are how, when, and where. Short, that's why it is so important for the Christianity. The Pope explained he will visit this year to Turkey. Why? Because this year 1700th anniversary. Nicaea Council's 1700th anniversary. Even he wants to celebrate in Turkey land. And also Istanbul and Turkey is so important in our another city, Smyrna, Izmir. And also in World War II times we accept the Ashkenaz Jewish people. That's why Istanbul University in Turkey. Not only with the religions, but also appear, I mean race, gesture. For example, you saw me as a Turkish. I have black hair. I know I have so many white, by the way, and brown eyes. But you cannot describe the Turkish people in this way. For example, my wife has blonde hair and blue eyes. Why? Because of our nation. Talking Turkish, 10-15% words coming from the Arabic, Persian, and French. But every language has a family, you know, like Italiano, Portuguese, Spanish. They are in the Latin language family. What about the Turkish? Our language family is Ural-Altay language family, or Altaic language family, or Turkic language family. By the way, Ural and Altay are the names of the mountain today located in Russia. Every language family has between 2 to 20 different language, but our language family has just one, Turkish. That's why we don't have any other similar language in our language family. For example, if you try to say cat in Italiano, it means gatto, plural one gatti. In Spanish, same gatto, probably. Yeah, Portuguese, same.
Gato.
They have so many similar words, but we don't have. Okay, Russian. Oh my god, no. Okay, Turkish language. Grammatic rules, 99 glass of coffee, 10 glass of raki. We don't, but we are drinking 10-15 glass of tea in a day. Tea, we are using sugar. We have bad habits always, like smoke. L-E-R. If you say fastly, tea sugarler, people will understand you. Tea sugarler. Can you repeat again? Tea sugarler.
The sugarless.
You learned. As I told you, it is so easy language. Teşekkürler. Yeah. Now, Istanbul said to you, welcome to Istanbul with the traffic jam. And I am giving a small break. It can be 15 minutes or 50 minutes, I don't know. We are so close to our restaurant, but it depends on the traffic. We will start with the breakfast, but after the breakfast, I'm gonna continue my torture, I hope. Thank you for your listening. Sorry for the headache.
Somewhere else in the world.
Exactly.
Supply gets better.
You know, so. Hostel Kislaisi. Alright, now we're starting to see some of the buildings in Turkey. Zoom in for you guys a little bit. And it's early in the morning, so it's definitely traffic. And it's Wednesday, so you know people are coming, people are going to work. That's gonna play a huge factor in our route to the restaurant that we're headed at for breakfast. Look at this guy. We got all these. I don't know sure what that is, but normal stuff. I like the grass. Highway traffic. One side is busy. Not too bad though. Turkish flag right there. Coming up. Nice big old Turkish flag. There's another angle. Look at the city. Oh, look at that.
Right.
The whole city behind the city.
Yeah, the gray building.
Wow. It's a pretty view. Look at all these apartments. Call them flats. And then you got the view over here, which is beautiful actually. Turkey is beautiful. Wow, look at that. Look at those little small houses right there. That car part. There's like this land of water. The other side. Hopefully that free breakfast is good, because I'm definitely breakfast. These look like apartment buildings. You can tell when they have those ACs hanging out of their backyards, their windows. Well, they're not necessarily hanging out the window, but you know, they're out of the window, out of the building. A couple high-rise buildings here. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Another one on this side here. This is pretty nice. St. Queen. I'm assuming this is a hotel. Nice.
Right side you will see a mosque. Our restaurant between mosque to palace over there. We will park. If you want to go to bathroom, you must go exit the parking area, turn left side, go straight behind of the mosque, right side behind of the mosque. You will see the WC signs for the bathroom. After parking, we will get off the bus and we will meet in the same place. I mean on the bus.
The man's got the drink
Okay,
on.
we will meet on the bus at 9:40. 9:40. You can leave your luggage backpacks on the bus. Please keep your valuables with you. Also, I guess 30 minutes later, there are so many buses, so similar to our buses. Please don't feel confused. Our buses plate number finish with 699. 699.
11:40. love your mustache.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely. You mind? That guy has a beautiful mustache.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Oh yeah.
How do we get behind the mosque?
Wow, this is a beautiful mosque. Look at these big seagulls. They're huge. I don't think it's open. Maybe the other side. Okay. Yep. I think people are hungry. I mean, we won't be long. Maybe go around it. I'm in Turkey, guys, in Istanbul, on a tour. We're going there. Yep. So we're gonna walk around. I'm trying to find the entrance of this mosque that I just showed you guys. Hey, Miss Eve, say hi.
Hello.
She got my travel buddy here. She says she's traveled over 100 countries, which is remarkable. I wish to be like her with my travel expertise. Wow, this is amazing. Here's some information about the mosque here. It's the Dolmabahçe Mosque. Beautiful. We're gonna go on the other side now. It's a little chilly in Turkey, you guys. There's the Turkish flag. Here's me. Here we go. This is the free bathroom. So, it's the mosque. It's the back side of the mosque. This is water here. Ducks, ships. Is that a rooster that is here? There's a huge rooster right there, guys. Check it out. This guy's huge. Let's see if I can get a closer look. I've never seen it here. I've never seen a rooster this size before. Look at this guy. He is huge.
Wow.
What's up, buddy? You are huge, my guy. Oh my God! You know roosters can be ruthless.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. There's ducks.
Very cool.
It is. It is.
What did you say?
Yeah, well, I don't wash my hands. I prefer to wash my hands.
Yeah, no, obviously, but
It's like,
if it's gonna make you sick after,
yeah, well, hopefully not.
you know, but you know what I mean. If
But
it's-
thankfully, I have a hood on, so that helps.
Yeah. I know.
So now we're gonna go get some breakfast. My biggest fear is always like going on a tour bus and then the tour bus just takes off.
Yeah, I've lost a few tours, but
Well, I'm sure after 100 something countries, missing one tour bus doesn't happen.
These things happen, you know. I've missed a plane. All those things are going to happen eventually. It's kind of like life happens, you know. And if you're traveling, then it's the same. Life is still happening.
Life is still happening. You're right.
It's happening.
As long as you're having fun, right?
Absolutely.
That's all that matters. Really, that's all that matters.
When crazy things have happened, I've had the best experiences. I've met amazing people and had better experiences because something's happened.
Yeah, you gotta tell me about some of your experiences for sure. I would love to hear it.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this is the place.
It's right on the water. You can't beat this for a restaurant.
Oh yeah.
What part of that? Yeah.
Hello.
Left side.
Left side.
Can we stay
Okay.
inside now?
If you want, yes.
Really?
Yeah, this
So much warmer. Let's stay inside. You want to go outside?
If you want, you can check it. If it's
yeah, we'll go check it. If it's too cold, we'll come inside. Thank you. It's not too bad.
It's up to you if you want to stay after.
I think it might be a good idea. Sure, why not? This side? Yeah, let me sit on that one. That's a good idea. Yeah, thank you.
Actually, I'll just. That's okay.
Yeah. Of course. Wow. This is a beautiful view, you guys. Gotta get some pictures taken here. Thank you. What is this, sir? Is this a
It's
pretzel?
their Turkish bagel is what it's. They have another name.
Turkish bagel.
There's a name for it. Would you like my Nutella?
I haven't even had Nutella in so long. So this is the free breakfast that we're getting, guys. It's pretty nice. On the second thought, we're gonna go inside where the heat is because I'd rather not get sick. It's a nice, wonderful view, but I'd rather just go sit inside. Yeah, thank you.
Did you order tea or coffee?
Yeah, tea for me, coffee for her. Thank you.
I'm from Washington, D.C.
Oh, okay, but yeah, but you're used to cold.
Yeah,
Hey, how are you?
I'm not prepared for it.
I know, same here.
I
I was
came from
not. Let me sit on this side.
Mauritius, and I'm like, I was so hot that I was dying to get cold, but this is too cold.
Coffee.
Yeah. Whereabouts?
Off of, I think it was 99.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah, about a cup.
This tea is, I just love how it's served. It's beautiful.
Cheers.
Ooh, nice. Amazing. Alright guys, we're gonna try out this Turkish breakfast.
I know, exactly.
And
I've been waiting to get
I'll
home.
get back to you guys soon. So guys, I just found out this is called a samiyet. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but this is the official Turkish name for it. And then I just can't get over the fact this is such a cool glass that they serve you in, serving this tea in. It's beautiful. Alright guys, I'm not gonna waste any more time, I'm gonna dig in. Alright, so you guys know me, I always like touching my food before I do anything. So let's feel this out. This is hard. This is super hard. What? Oh yeah, those seagulls are going crazy. It's amazing. This is the hot spot for them. Got the cheese here, the Ohe paneer. It's triangle cheese. I love triangle cheese. I don't know what it is. It's just always, and every time it's like specially wrapped in this silicone. It's so good.
You can never go wrong.
Okay. Miss Eve is the coolest. I met her on this trip. I met her at the Istanbul airport, and she just seems like she's the nicest and the sweetest person to be around, with so much wisdom. Because again, when you travel so many places like that, you have a lot of wisdom, you know? So it's good. It's really good, actually. It's actually not bad. I like it. Oh yeah, not to mention they got the Nutella. I haven't had Nutella in so long though, so I'm gonna open this up and see if it's still good like it used to be. Oh, you bringing something? Alright. Check it out. Well, I'd rather be in here than out there, I'll tell you that right now. I mean, it's... Yeah, we can still see everything, exactly. And it's pretty nice in here. It's not terribly cold, but considering that I wash my hands with cold water, I'd rather be in here. I have a less chance of getting sick. Oh my god, Nutella is still so good looking, Nutella. Look at that. Look at that. Got some cheese, got some Nutella. And what you do is just fold it in like that, and then you just take this. All right, guys, the breakfast is over, and we're getting back on the bus now. So let's see what's next. Miss Eve is so nice. She's gonna go give me a souvenir. And she got me one. Look at this, guys. This looks like eyes on there.
That's the eye of protection. That's the evil eye of protection.
I'm gonna put this on my car keychain.
There you go. That would be a good place for it.
Thank you, Miss Eve.
You're welcome.
So sweet.
Thank you, Dave.
Thanks,
Irish
Dave,
man.
for the keychain. We appreciate you, Dave.
In that date, Abdülmecit was the Sultan. He thought Topkapı Palace was the old fashion. That's why he ordered to construct this one. After 17th century, Ottoman dynasty influenced by the European style on the construction. For example, this one, they use Turkish Rococo, Classicism, etc. They use on the construction. This is smaller than Topkapı Palace, but it costs more than Topkapı Palace. It costs approximately 4,000 tons of gold. Why it is so much? Dolmabahçe means full garden. In the history, actually there was nothing. It was sea. First thing, they fulfill with the land. After that, they put so many special sticks. Why? Why Blue Mosque is a unique one? Why it is so popular? I can explain like that. In Ottoman period, mosque is not just a mosque, it's not just a masjid. It is huge complex. It has dormitory, it has library, it has kitchen, it has hammam, Turkish bath, it has bazaar, blah blah. It is huge complex. Also, in Ottoman period, minaret numbers symbolizing something. Why? Because of the Islam. Islam is an iconoclastic religion. What is the meaning of that? While you are praying, there is no picture, there is no fresco. It is forbidden by Islam. Also, sculpture is forbidden by Islam. That's why Islamic countries use different arts. First one, symbolism. Second one, handwriting, calligraphy. Third one, miniature, blah blah. For example, symbolism. They use Indian poems, especially Iranian people. They add some words to give some idea, some opinion in a secret way. By the way, if you don't read any Iranian poems, I can recommend Iranian poems. They have so beautiful poems. Okay. Also, Ottomans use on the construction symbolism. For example, minaret number. If you see one minaret from Ottoman period, that means that was commissioned or constructed by Admiral, General, Grand Vizier or Pasha of the Ottoman Empire. Shortly, so important person for the government. If you see see two minaret. Two minaret means that was constructed by family of the Sultan. There are only three options, by the way: son of Sultan, mom of Sultan, or daughter of the Sultan. The top questions are: where is the wife? Where is the brother? There is no brother, because killing to your brother to get throne, it's a legal thing in Ottoman dynasty. You know, I am talking about 15th, 16th century. It is normal thing all around the world. Also, there is no wife, because marriage is forbidden in Ottoman dynasty. Why? Because if Sultan married with any woman, it means he gave the power to her family. Ottoman sultans didn't want to share their power with any family. That's why they used concubines and slaves to get son. Till Magnificent Süleyman, Hürrem Sultan or Roxana, if you watch that series, Magnificent Century, it is a bit popular. You are familiar with that issue. They broke the rule and they married. After that, Ottoman Empire getting to ruin period. But anyway, I'm gonna continue with the minaret numbers, but in a minute on your left side you will see Taksim Square. In the square you will see a sculpture. That sculpture in describing independence war of the Turkish Republic, our founders Mustafa Kemal Atatürk sculpture. Behind of that you can see Taksim Mosque. Actually left side behind of the construction we have church and synagogue. If you get best angle in this square, in one photo you can see church, synagogue and mosque. It is symbolizing brotherhood in Turkey. Also, so many general consulate of the countries located in this district. That's why if someone try to protest something, they are coming to Taksim Square. That's why in the square we have so many police always. Also, there is a street, Istiklal Street, that is the well-known street in Istanbul about the nightlife and shopping. It is located here, Taksim Square, starting point of the Istiklal Street. Nowadays, 90% believe in Islam in Turkey, but some of them conservative. They are praying 5 times in a day. They are making fastment. By the way, we are in the Ramadan. People mostly making fastment, but some of them. But according to official, we are a secular country. It means we are equal to all religion. We have Jewish, Christian, everything. I am continuing with the minaret numbers. I told you 2 minaret means family of the Sultan. If you see 4 minaret means that mosque constructed by Sultan. But Blue Mosque has 6 minaret. By the way, if you don't know the meaning of the minaret, behind of the mosque you will see towers. In ancient time there was no electricity. That's why imams used that tower to call pray by shouting. Okay? In 17th century there is another mosque in the world with 6 minaret. Mecca, Masjid-i Haram, center for the Muslims, you know, like a church. Church has the apse. That apse shows the direction of Jerusalem. Mosque has the same thing, imam place, minber. And also you can understand from the carpet line of the mosques. People are praying to direction of Mecca, Masjid-i Haram, center for the Muslims. Sultan heard that actually so many people protesting because of the 6 minaret, because it was disrespectful for the Mecca. So he preferred sending his master to Mecca to build 1 more minaret for Masjid-i Haram. Gave an order to construct new huge mosque in Asian site on the top. Probably you already saw from our restaurant, but we will see again. Çamlıca Mosque, its name is. That is the biggest mosque in Turkey land today. It has 63,000 people capacity, and also it has 6 minaret. Shortly, our president told us I am a Caliph of the Islam. But anyway. Normally, when we call to Constantinople, we understand a triangle shape which is covered with the city walls. Normally, people were living inside of the city walls. That's why they called this place as a pera. Pera means other side. In a minute, on your right side, we will start to see Golden Horn. That waterway divided European side 2 parts. Now we are in the new city area. The other side, old city area. That's why people call this place as a pera, other side. Why we are calling as a golden horn? Because that waterway's shape so similar to horn. And also in the history, this space always so precious for the.
Wow, what a beautiful view from right here. You literally see the whole Istanbul. Look at that. It's
On your
amazing.
left side, you will see a historical hotel over there. Pera Palace Hotel, Palace of the Pera. That hotel constructed in 1892 for the passenger of Orient Express. If you read the novel, Agatha Christie's novel, Murder on the Orient Express, she wrote that novel in Istanbul and she stayed in that hotel. That hotel is so important for the Turkish Republic history also because our founder Mustafa Kemal Atatürk stayed in that hotel in the independence war years. His room you can visit as a museum today. By the way, today we are still using as a hotel Pera Palace Hotel, one of the most expensive and luxury hotel in Istanbul. Came here for the trade around 9th century and they settled mostly in this district. That's why construction style so similar to Genoa and Venice. In a minute, on your left side you will see two examples of that construction style. One of them, Istanbul Kültür Sanat Vakfı, Istanbul Cultural and Art Turkish people. On the way, on your left side, you will see a mosque from Ottoman period with one minaret, with one tower, Sokullu Mehmet Pasha Mosque. As you can understand from the minaret number, Sokullu Mehmet Pasha is one of the Grand Vizier of the Ottoman Empire. Now, in Old City area, on the top, on your left side, you can see Süleymaniye Mosque with 4 minarets, constructed by magnificent Süleyman. In Ottoman dynasty, there is a tradition. If Sultan ordered to construct any mosque, his gravity, his tomb, mostly in the courtyard of the mosque. For example, if you want to visit Süleyman's tomb, you can visit courtyard of the Süleymaniye Mosque.
Look at this guy's fishing.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're catching.
Front side of the bus, on the top, you will see a pink color construction. It looks like so ancient. That is one of the ancient church in
I love these
Istanbul,
boats.
Pantocrator Church.
It's amazing.
After conquerance of Ottoman Empire, it converted into mosque, Molla Zeyrek Mosque. If you're interested in historical mosaics, frescoes, you must visit that mosque or church. We have so beautiful examples, historical mosaics from 9th and 10th century. And we started to see aqueduct of the Valence. We will pass under that. After became a capital city of the Roman Empire, population growth so fastly. Around 500,000 people started to live inside of the city walls. That's why water supply became an issue. Because we don't have any natural sources in old city area. We don't have lake, river, we don't have. That's why Roman Empire constructed that aqueduct to get water from outside to city center. By the way, it continued around 48 kilometers. And also, Roman Empire constructed the cisterns, cisterna, if you heard that word, underground water storage. If you watch the movie, if you read the novel, Dan Brown, Inferno, you are familiar with the Basilica system. That is the most known one in Istanbul and biggest one. But in old city area, we have 300 cisterns. The tough question. After conquerance of Ottoman Empire, they didn't use that 300 cistern. Why? Because of the Islam again. According to Islam, if we accept water as a clean, it must be flow, it must be move. If it is stable, it is not clean, according to Islam. That's why Ottoman Empire didn't use that 300 system. Today, we are using as a museum, art gallery, restaurant, spa, club, bar, carpet store. We are using for everything that 300 system. In a minute, on your right side, you will see another mosque, Pertev Nihal Valide Sultan Mosque. By the way, we have so many Valide name mosque. Valide means mother. Mother. Right side.
Wow.
Pertev Nihal Valide Sultan Mosque, you can see. Now I have a few minutes to talk about the birth into rebellion. First one, Cappadocia Rebellion. Second one, Nika Rebellion. And that one, newest one, constructed and opened in 537, and it is still standing from 6th century. It is constructed as a Greek Orthodox church. That's why inside of the Hagia Sophia we have so many icona and frescoes. But after concurrence of Ottoman Empire, especially in old city area, you can see so many under construction renovation things because government give permission only in winter session. On your right side, we started to see Bosporus base. We are calling this base as a Bosporus, but Bosporus is the name of the strait. Sea name is different. Sea name is Marmara Sea. It's an inner sea. It connects Black Sea to Mediterranean Sea. So many ships, as you can see over there, so many ships are using this strait to pass Black Sea or Mediterranean Sea. But municipality work on it to keep clean so much. If you come to spring session to Istanbul, you can see so many dolphins on the Bosporus. That is the proof of the cleaning, I guess.
Did you say dolphins? That's what it sounded like.
When we left the airport, I talk about the layers of the Istanbul. In a minute, on your left side, you will see some ruins. 5 years ago, historians and archaeologists started to make excavation here, and they found a palace from Roman periods, Bucaleon Palace. It is 1,600 years old. Excavation still continue, by the way. If we are lucky, we will see whole palace 15-20 years later, probably. Yeah, here you can see on your left side. City walls from, actually we have 3 line of city walls from Roman periods, 4th, 5th and 6th century. And this one, 1,600 years old. That palace, just that palace. But if you asking the walls, city walls, these ones mostly 6th century. But we have 3 line, 4th, 5th and 6th century. You're welcome. On your right side, that one Asia, by the way, you will see a tower. That tower constructed for radio and television signals, Çamlıca Tower. That is the highest construction in Istanbul. It has 369 meter highest. On the top of that we have restaurant, of course. Now on your left side, on the top, you can see Hagia Sophia. We will see again with the better angle. And also you will see inner walls. That was starting point of the Topkapı Palace. 23 Ottoman Sultan lived in that palace. It is huge one, really huge one. If you want to visit each part of the Topkapı Palace, it will take at least 3 days. But most of Istanbul, a few minutes later, on your left side, on the top, you will see 2 sections of the palace. You will see so many chimneys. That is the only kitchen part of the palace. And also you will see a balcony. That is the treasury part of the palace. Kitchen is really huge one because they have to bring the food for one meal for approximately 4,000 people. That's why they cook so much.
It's insane.
Now on your left side, on the top, you can see kitchen part and treasury part of the palace. That is, these are only 2 sections of the palace. We have 14-15 section. Actually, a few minutes later, from the Galata Bridge, we will see the Topkapı Palace. Actually, we are seeing this part of the hill. From Galata Bridge, we will see another part of the hill. This hill full with the construction. We are calling that hill as a Topkapı Palace. Okay, dear guys, on your right side, on the top, you will see a mosque. I already mentioned to you that is the biggest mosque in Turkey land today. Çamlıca Mosque with 6 minaret, constructed by our president Recep Tayyip Erdogan. It has 63,000 people capacity. Also, in front of the Asian side, you can see maiden towers, constructed in Roman period. They use as a dungeon. Today we are using as a restaurant, of course. In Istanbul, we have 3 suspension bridge to pass Asian side. On your right side, you can see first one. Mostly we are calling as a Bosporus Bridge, but its official name 15 July Bridge. And also we have 2 tunnels. They are passing under the sea. As a word, by the way, Sarayburnu means noise of the palace. Which palace? Of course, Topkapı Palace. It is coming till to here. A few minutes later from the Galata Bridge, you will see better. By the way, in Galata for today we have one cruise ship MSC. Now, on your right side, in new city area on the top, you will see the Galata Tower, constructed by Genoese in 12th century to control Bosporus. Ottomans renovated and used that one mostly as a dungeon, but after 17th century they used as an observation tower. Why? Because constructions mostly made by wood in Ottoman period. That's why there were so many fires. To hamper the fires, they used that one as an observation tower. Till to 2 years ago, we used as a restaurant, but today we are using as a museum. You can get a ticket and you can go to top of that. It has so beautiful view. Also, there is a legend. If you go to top of the Galata Tower with any man or woman, I mean lover, it means you will marry. Mosque or new mosque, it has 2 names with 2 minarets. Also it has bazaar, so famous Egyptian bazaar or spice bazaar. On your left side, on the top, you will see the Süleymaniye Mosque with 4 minarets. Under that mosque we have another mosque, Rüstem Pasha Mosque over there with 1 minaret. As you can understand from the minaret number, Rüstem Pasha is one of the Grand Vizier of the Ottoman Empire. If you get in that mosque, you can see so beautiful examples of the blue tiles also. Now, back side of the mosque, old city area, front side of the mosque, new city area, both of them Europe. On your left side, Golden Horn, that waterway divided Europe inside 2 parts. On your right side, over there, you can see Asian part of the Istanbul. Also on your right side, in old city area, you will see a hill. We are calling that hill as a historical peninsula. You will see a tower, that is the Justice Tower. It is in Topkapı Palace. By the way, from this point you can understand better how Topkapı Palace big it is. It is starting seaside and it continues till to Hagia Sophia. Over there you can see Hagia Sophia also. Now, Instagrammers, YouTubers, TikTokers, for everyone, we have 5 horn of the bus. Please come to bus back. Okay?
Okay. So they're saying we have 5 minutes to take some pictures of this beautiful view that we got on our left and our right, but we can't go to the left side, we're on the right side, so we're gonna quickly take advantage of this time and get some good shots in and possibly some videos. So let's go see. Go. Okay. Let's go, guys, let's go. Here we are. Good old chilly Turkey. Wow. Yes, please. Wow, look at that. Wow. So guys, I'm in Istanbul with a beautiful view. We have big ships all around. We have beautiful mosques in the background. It's a pleasure to be here. I love it. Thank you, Istanbul, for having me. And thank you Istanbul Tour for doing this beautiful tour for the guide and for me. I appreciate it. And if you guys ever want to come to Istanbul, I definitely recommend it, even though I'm not here for the longest. But a small time I'm here, I had a good time. It's a little chilly, as you guys can see. Everybody have on jackets, but I think you can still do it. Just put on a couple layers and walk around. You'll love it. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel and drop a comment below and let me know where I should go next. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.